Hello friends and followers, this is another episode of our informative show, and today we will be talking about home insurance. Today with us Kim Ben Shalom, who is the owner of Marker Insurance, which is an insurance company here in South Florida. Hi Kim, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Please tell us more about your experience as an insurance agent.
I've been an insurance agent for 22 years. I got into this business because at the time my insurance agent didn't protect me correctly. I built my business in understanding what my clients do so that I can protect them properly and give them the right options.
How did you acquire your insurance license?
You need to take a state exam and have 40 hours of working experience prior to the exam. I have an insurance license in 35 states. To keep the license active, you need to do continuing education every couple of years and pay some fees.
What are the different types of home insurance?
When you insure a home or a dwelling, the coverage will depend on the occupancy. Owner-occupied, tenant, Airbnb, under renovations, vacant. It's very important to disclose that to the agent. This can affect the coverage. For example, not all carriers will write Airbnb or vacancies. Therefore, if you have a claim, they may not cover it.
When does the buyer have to close on an insurance? Prior or after the purchase of the home?
A buyer should get an insurance quote prior to closing. Sometimes it can take a couple of days to get coverage. In today's market in South Florida, homes older than 30 years need to have a passing 4-point inspection to get coverage. If there's issues with a 4-point, it might take time to fix, and therefore you want it done before closing or right after closing.
Is there a difference between cash or mortgage deal when choosing an insurance policy?
No. The only difference is that the insurance is required by the lender and you can get whatever you want.
What is the process to get a quote, and is it necessary to bring an inspector to see the house first?
Inspections are always helpful. It will depend if it's a residential property up to 4 units or a commercial property. The residential properties have to have a passing 4-point. Mitigation is good for credit. On the commercial, you need a replacement cost estimator, and on both you have to have flood insurance. You need an elevation certificate. Other information is needed like occupancy.
Why should I hire you, an insurance agent, and not just call directly to one of the big companies?
I have been working with insurance for the past 22 years. I represent most of the large carriers here in South Florida. My job is to educate you and to help you find the differences in coverages and understand the different choices. You make the choices, I just give you the tools to do that. Not always the cheapest option is your best option.
In condos, do we still need to insure the unit, or is the association insurance sufficient?
You should always buy condo insurance. This will provide protection for your build-out inside your unit, the kitchens, the baths, the floor covering, and so on. And for most importantly, it gives you the liability coverage for damage of water damage or any other damage that you would cause to others.
And what about the fine print of the policy?
It's important to know the difference between the coverages, basic or special form. The big difference is basic form is a named peril policy. It will cover fire and 13 other perils. Water is not one of them. Special form is written on a different way. Everything is covered except for what is excluded off of the policy. So you have a much broader form. You don't always see that when you look at 2 different quotes.
Thank you, Kim, for informing us about home insurance, and thank you, followers, for watching. I will see you in my next video.